My name's Carly, and for my networked learning project, my goal was to create, using my SmartBoard, a math formative assessment notebook to help my students understand what our different skills strategies were for the day, and it helps me differentiate between the students who understand, the students who need help, and the students who who need a challenge. So I used a lot of infused learning. I used a lot of global learning-based YouTube videos as well as a help forum. Using the SmartBoard to help figure it out. So I'm going to show you how to make a Smart Notebook. First of all, I'm going to open Smart Notebook, which is what I did. The SmartBoard functions just like a computer using your hand. So to create a new page, I click the plus page sign. And then to create a text box, I'll tap the A, double click, and then I can tell the computer or the SmartBoard exactly what I want it to type by tapping the keyboard. So let's say that my unit is 2.3. My lesson is 3 and the unit is 2. So I'm going to go 2.3, and if it's addition, then I'm going to type adding. And then I'm done. And I can X out of my keyboard. Maybe. And now I've got my text box written here. So if I move on to my slide, you can see finally that this is what my slide looks like. I've used a text box and I've used the Smart Marker. In order to use the Smart Marker, I just take it off of here, and then I'm going to write like I would using a normal mouse. So if my challenge is extension facts, I can extend it even further for students by saying, what would 71 plus 11,110 be? And the board records exactly what I'm writing. So I've got on this side some text and on this side some handwriting, which I've used to create an on-target problem of every day and a challenge problem every day. In order to create a new page, I can tap the +1. In order to go through different pages, I can move my scroll bar up and down, just like I would on a computer. So you're really using your finger like a mouse. So I'll start on day 1, and then my students will complete this, and that will really help to boost their understanding of math every day based on the new fact families they're learning or the new extensions that they do. It helps to self-differentiate, which was my ultimate goal. So when I started this project, I had no idea how to use the SmartBoard, but now I can turn it on, and I can calibrate the board, and once I open a file by tapping File, Open, or Import, I can import a file I've made on my computer, or I can record a file that I've done using the Record tool. So I'll start at slide 1, and I'll make my way through the different slides. There I am for the next day's challenge, the following day's challenge, and the following. And then at the very end, I learned how to import a file. So in order to import a file, you're going to go to Insert, and then you'll do a picture, and then I can choose my picture based on my computer that I use at work. So I used this file folder, which is a self-assessment. So I asked my students, can you explain it? Then you would check yourself off in this box. Can you do it yourself? Then you would check this box. And can you do it with help? And based on the formative assessment notebook that I've created using this tool, my students can self-evaluate what they've done to help themselves out. So again, the basic steps are to open a file. You go to open just like you would on a normal computer. To add a page, you add the page symbol. To navigate through the board or through the notebook, you move the scroll bar up and down. You can tap the different pages. I can change the order by clicking and holding and moving them into a different order if I like to. And then in order to save everything that I've done, I can actually type or write whatever I've saved every day so that my students can look back at what we've learned through the entire unit. And without the SmartBoard, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So I can File, Save, just as I would on a regular computer. I'll save it. Yes, I want to replace the file. And now my notebook is saved, and I can come back to it over and over again every time I teach Unit 2. So it's been really helpful.